Live and raw, Runnin and Gunnin with KG and the Ringmaster. It's the Digging with KG and Ringy Runnin and Gunnin podcast show. Coming to you from the prestigious ATC studios in beautiful downtown Burbank, California, where we talk about treasure hunting, metal detecting, and just about everything else. Except for goat roping, corn dogs, llama farms, and unicycles. That's where we draw the line. So without further ado, here are your beloved international superstar television hosts, King George and Ringmaster Tim.
I am. Here we are again.
Hey buddy, what's happening? I'm just trying to share this around a little, share the love. My buddy Brian Stewart was the first one on tonight.
All right.
What are you doing?
I'm just getting ready to put our pictures on the screen. There they are. Look at us. We're dark.
Oh, macro.
Yeah, we're both.
I'm literally in my bedroom. My studio, there's nothing in there. I just grabbed my daughter's computer, threw it in my bedroom, and that's as good as
that's your studio.
Outside running in 100-degree heat all day because we're leaving for Montana tomorrow, and I got a lot to do.
Yeah, you got a ton to do. Thanks for tuning in, Cage. I appreciate all your efforts.
Yeah, I know. I wanted people to watch it. I figured, if they want viewers, they're going to tune in if I'm here, but I don't know about you.
Yeah, if I was only here by myself, it'd all be like birds and softball and everybody tune out. All right. Hey, before we get started, everybody knows we're giving away not just any metal detector tonight. It's an AT Max, and it's the camo version. So it's a major detector. It's a great all-around detector, obviously. It's KG and my main detector. But before we get into any of that, let me just quick look down this because I got to tell you. Here's something I wanted to remind everybody. Anymore, we get so many comments on this podcast that it's impossible for us to go back and actually comment or reread them even after the fact. It's like it would take 3 weeks. So I just want to
we had like 4,500 last time.
Yeah, it was like ridiculous. So anyway, we're looking at the screen right now and we can start laughing and whatever at this. But if you got anything like super important or you want to point something out to us later, just be sure to PM us at some point in the future if we don't see it or respond to you, because we're trying, but it's tough to like run all this crap and deal with KG and then look at the screen too. You know how it is. But
take a picture of a bird.
Yeah, taking pictures of birds. I'm thinking about birds the whole time I'm doing this talk. So
yeah, I know you are.
Hey, we have got, and we're giving away that AT Max, and we're going to do it kind of like we did last month. But we also have a whole bunch of stuff that people gave us to give away. And so there's going to be multiple winners again. I think last time it was ridiculous. We're not going to send out 20 prizes again. But this time we will send out like 3 or 5 or whatever. But we've got stuff like...
But one great big prize.
Oh, yeah. One great big massive awesome prize. But
awesome prize. Camouflage even.
Yeah, look.
I don't even have a camouflage one.
Hey, Cage, can you tell me... about this a little bit? We got a stack of these, and we're going to give one away tonight, maybe 2, on the show. Let me see. Where's my camera? Yeah, it's called the Confederate Coal Torpedo, and I think it was. Is it one of your buddies, Kenny? Somebody? Hold on, let me look it up. Keith Kennerly. Keith Kennerly.
Keith.
Yeah.
Keith Kennerly. Yeah, he's a pretty good friend of ours. He's always sending us stuff. He's a pretty big contributor. He actually wrote that book, and he sent us a giant box of these books. I actually halfway through it, and it's an awesome book. But he wrote it. He autographed one for me and one for you, I believe.
I do. I got one too. He gave us
a whole box. Yeah, so he wants to give them out to the people that are watching. We'll give them out as prizes and with other cool stuff.
Yeah, we got that. We got some of these things, Cage. I know you love these. You use them all the time. Dan's lanyards. You can hook that up to your...
They're more awesome.
Yeah, you hook it up to your Garrett Pro Pointer, and then all of a sudden, you drop it or whatever, and it hangs there, and you don't lose it. So those are pretty cool. We still got some pens from the guys in UK at cleaningpencil.com. We still got a couple pens and some of that coin preservation wax stuff. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff that we'll be continuing to give out, but we just want to say thanks to all those people for doing that. And obviously, you guys should all be thanking Garrett because they're coming through in a big way. We're giving away an AT Max tonight, and then obviously a pinpointer or some other detector the rest of the year as well. So,
yep.
What's up, Cage? We just got back from Illinois.
Really, we haven't even had a chance to take a breath yet. Come back from Illinois a few days ago. I'm packing up. I fly out at like really early tomorrow morning with the family, headed back to Montana for a little family visit and some metal detecting. You were invited, but I don't know.
Hey, I'm still working on it. CB and I are really thinking about coming up, but I'm serious. We're not just messing around because we want to come up, but we had a whole bunch going on. We just had a thing built on our patio and all that. But anyway, this is one of the logos that Gary designed. Everybody knows Gary, the guy that does all the miniature stuff, and he did.
Your dude.
Yeah, that thing is just so cool. I had to show it. But that was from.
They gave that. He had that. It was like a plaque, and he gave that away as an award.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the Swinging into Summer, the Chuck Smalley hunt. And
exactly.
Everybody wanted that. I mean, that was the stupidest thing on the table, but everybody wanted that.
Exactly. That was and I looked at it. I'm like, I'd kind of like to have that. It's just a weird thing. Yeah. But
Gary's always concocting things. He's like, I don't know. He's like the magic man with his hands, I guess.
Well, yeah,
so, don't worry, women. He's taking women. So.
Yeah, he's thinking about adding some more wives, though. Anyway, Cage, speaking of Gary, we had a little talk with him, and he's, obviously anybody that metal detects or is into coins or any of this stuff that we all do, treasure, in the big sense, we're all kind of collectors of weird stuff. And we can't really talk about this right now. It's kind of a new thing that Gary's working on. But we talked to him, and in a month or so, we may know more. But he's coming up with some really cool thing, and it's going to be a collectible type series of items. And I don't know. What can we say about it? Nothing really. It's just that there's going to be some rare ones.
Yeah, I mean, knowing Gary, it's going to be awesome. I mean, this is like Mark Hoover said that this is a home run. So if Mark Hoover says it's a home run, it better be a home run.
Oh, whatever.
Because Gary, all I know him as is making home runs. That's all he does.
Exactly. And Mark Hoover, I mean, if he says something, it's the truth. That's plain and simple right there.
Well, I don't know. He said you were a good guy.
Well, that's the truth, Cage. That's what I'm talking about. It's good that you're paying attention.
Right,
and listening. So, hey, you want to see a couple pictures from here? Oh, hey, I got a little story. Not a story, but here, let me just show you this. This is us. We were in Galesburg, Illinois for this awesome event that Chuck Smalley put on. It was great, as usual. Chuck's a awesome dude. You guys all know him, I'm sure. But here's me digging up a bottle cap. And here's the weird thing. I was at, you know how Carlotta and I are, okay, well, this is not a bird story, but it has to do with birds. After we checked out of the motel, we're getting ready to leave town, and the event, during the event, we saw this cool red-headed woodpecker, so we thought, hey, let's swing by that park and just see if we could see the woodpecker. And we did. We got a couple pictures. I won't bore you with them or anything, but during that time, I was walking around thinking, the park is empty now. I might get my Max out and just see if I can find anything. I went down by the water, and I spent about an hour like half birding, half detecting, and I dug up a bunch of clad, including an old, like it was a clad dollar, but it was buried for years because it was all stained and old, so it was kind of cool. But it was all clad, and I thought,
a Susan B. Anthony.
But like with a president on it, like Grant or somebody, But anyway, it was clad. So, and it was getting hot, and we had to get on the road, and I'm just like, okay, I'm going to go put my detector away. I found some clad. I had some fun, whatever. And I was walking up, you know, that little cement bathroom thing they had over toward the water. I was walking toward that because I was going to knock the grass off of my coil and kind of wipe it down before I put it in the car. And as I'm walking toward the thing, I get this perfect 82, and I think, oh, there's a clad dime or a copper memorial penny or something right here. It was just perfect bang and hit, you know, no doubter. And I'm like, I just can't walk over it, so I'm going to dig this up. And I was completely done. And this is what came out of the hole. Sterling silver ring. I couldn't believe it.
What?
Yes, I couldn't believe it. I know it's like a little heart and a plus sign. I don't know if it's supposed to be part of a cross or something. Maybe it might be religious or something. I don't know. But anyway, it says 925 in it. I was like, holy cow. I was quitting, you know, and ready to walk away from it. And I hit it big. I'm rich now.
That is big. Another ring for the ringmaster, right?
Another ring, yes. So it made me happy. And so
that was a fun hunt.
Oh, it was awesome. I think there'll be a video about it eventually and stuff, but I think that I got a few pictures from what was happening there. Who was there? Let's see here. Yeah, this normal band of guys. It's good to see Ronnie, you know, Chuck there.
Yeah, half of them guys got arrested by the end of the night.
They did. The police came. It was a total chaos there, you know, at the Best Western.
Hey, so the police did come.
They did.
We were at the Best Western, and we were in trying to have a nice cold beverage, and all of a sudden a fist fight breaks out in the lobby. The manager of the hotel was punched in the eye. The cops come, they haul some guy away, some lady away. It's the Wild West. I thought I lived in the Wild West in Montana, but I'm thinking Illinois is the new Wild West.
Mm-hmm. No, it was kind of weird. Yeah, we were just sitting there, and then everything hit the fan. It was insane, you know. And then we saw cops walk by, and then they walked by.
I was back in Montana.
Yeah, I thought I was back at your house.
Right? And the only people there was you and I.
Yeah. But here, I'll throw some more stuff up there from there. I mean, it was good to see the crazy spider boy. He was there, and the quarter hoarder. And then, I don't know, I ran into Josh. Has anybody seen Beyond Sight and Sound, or I guess listened to it? Obviously, since it's a radio show. That's Josh. I don't know why he had green hair that day, but he did. And then he was doing his live show from the actual meet and greet that night at the event. And he was interviewing Gary Penna on there. And, of course, KG and I couldn't just let that go. We had to jump in and start screaming and yelling and, you know.
Yeah, Gary, he was trying to be all serious, and so we thought we'd go have a little fun with him.
Exactly. It was. We looked across.
It cussed a little.
Yeah.
He cussed once.
He did. I think he might have cussed once. It was the only time, though, in his life. And then somehow I ended up with a note on my back, you know. I think they meant. I think Tool. I think they meant Tim the Tool Man. You know, I'm sure they meant it nicely. You know.
No, they meant Tool that way. They stole my phone a couple times because my phone ended up on the other side of the building, and I got all kinds of great footage on my phone when I finally got it back.
Oh yeah, I got all kinds of stuff on mine too. Gary took it and filmed me and was talking to me with my own phone. CB made it to this one, and of course you know, getting the kids riled up, getting them riled up on sugar, and you know.
Oh, yeah, give them a can of Coke and a giant candy bar and give them back to their parents.
Exactly. Here, this is
all four of those little girls you just showed. I gave them each a silver coin and told them to cherish it. But they probably went and tried to buy a piece of gum with it.
Yeah, they probably spent it. That's CB and you right before the police arrived, I think.
Yeah.
But it was a great event.
Our buddies from Heartland Detecting were there. The good people from Heartland Detecting, and
I thought.
Yeah, I mean they're always.
I
That
know
was
I
good.
had a picture
What?
of, I thought I had a picture of Mindy or something, but I don't see it here. I must have forgot to upload it here.
What the heck? That was the best picture of all when she presented us with that
Yeah,
awesome blonde
that's
bombshell
yeah,
thing.
that's the picture I had. I had it all ready to go, but I did it like late and I forgot to stick it into this other computer or whatever. But oh, actually, if you look in the background, let's see. Of my, yeah, that's not it. If you
I
look,
can't see it good
hold
enough.
on, you can see it behind me. It's like, I put it up on the wall there. Let me see if I can find a different angle here. Just for a couple of seconds. How about that?
That's hard to see. I'm trying to show it on my phone,
There. Oh,
but that's
but
not
it's in the
working very
background.
well.
Anyway, it's a cool beer sign, and one of Mindy's friends was the model for it, and it's like kind of an old 40s looking type. I don't know. You know what it
Cherry
is.
bomb blonde.
Cherry bomb blonde. Anyway, it's on the wall now, and it's awesome. All right, Cage. What do you want to talk about? Anything? What do we got? What else we got going on?
Uh, what else you got happening? I mean, like you say, I'll be in Montana for 2 weeks, and then after that, I think I come home for what, a week, and then we're off to Alaska to the gold camp for 7 days, chasing gold.
Yes, that I cannot wait for
Is
that.
that on your some little list?
It's on my list of things to do. Yeah. I'll be chasing gold with you,
Talk-
Cage. You and Chuck and who else is going? Ronnie's gonna go and is Chicago
Gary,
Ron
the
going
Bean,
there?
And Hoovie, huh?
I know
Yeah,
Spider's
Chicago
going.
Ron's going.
Yeah, and he stood us
Chicago
up at
Ron.
that last event at not at Iowa, but at Illinois. He was supposed to be there and
Chicago
just
Ron. We're
kind
gonna
of bailed.
Let's snub him at Gold Camp. You want to snub him at Gold Camp? for
Yeah,
like
we'll
2
have to.
days?
We'll do a snub. So everybody, John, if you're
Snub
on
him in
here,
Chicago Ron.
we're gonna snub
2
Chicago
days.
Ron when we first get there because he blew us off there, and I think he's probably doing
We
something
probably
real
didn't
important.
figure he could
He's
compete.
like
Maybe
he's like
that's
a
why-
fireman, so he was probably saving somebody's life, and here we are bad mouthing him. Either that or breaking into a car
No.
again. He's good at that.
He is good at that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a criminal.
He is. Hey, I'm gonna look at
That's
the
why
screen.
I like him so much.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was hanging out with him. Look at that. Hey, Mindy's on
Yep.
there. Hey, Mindy, we were just talking about you. Bruce Brown,
It's
I
weird
want to
'cause I
win
gotta, like,
something. I know
get
he's
on my
won something
phone.
before. Hey, so
Bruce
anyway,
did?
yeah, I know he's won something before. Casey will never win anything because I'm in control. So I'm just gonna delete.
Casey, I'm just gonna bring him stuff. As soon as I visit your house, I'm just gonna steal stuff and give it to Casey.
Rick Wagner, I'll pay you later for saying that. That was very nice. Somebody actually said something nice to me.
Chris Knight, he won something. I don't think he's won
Yeah,
anything.
I think he's won something. Scott Bird has won something
No,
already.
I don't think so. No, but so how exactly are you gonna are we gonna do this
Hey.
AT Max giveaway?
Just like last week, there's going to be 5 people.
Well, we didn't do it last week.
Or
We weren't on
whatever.
last week. A lot of people might not remember.
Hey,
A lot of people might not remember.
yes, true, Cage. Very good point. So I'll tell you how we did it for the Apex last month. There's 5 people that are going to be finalists for it. And 3 of them have already been chosen based on the contest we put out there. And the other 2 have to be chosen during the show as we're commenting. And you know how that works, Cage. We already have that kind of planned out. So, if people are commenting,
Yep.
all right, somebody wants to know if you're going to be in Montana for the 4th.
Yes, I am.
Yes, he is.
I am. Yep.
Yes, and we will be bringing bug spray and netting to Alaska for sure, among other things.
I'm bringing my 44 mag in case I run into a grizzly bear
And I'm going to stand.
or an unruly drunk patron.
Yes, could happen. Either one. Funny. So anyway, we're gonna be picking somebody that's live, 2 more people that are live watching the show tonight. That way, people that can't make the show already have had a chance to win. They've played the contest thing, and people that are tuned in tonight get a legit chance to win too. It's awesome.
You know who else is on? Why is that so fuzzy now? You know who
I don't
else
know.
is on here?
You just went super blurry.
I know. I don't know. Guess who else is on here?
Who?
What the heck? Age? Or a good friend from Uncharted Expedition, Tim Draper.
No, he's not. Is he really?
He's on here. Yeah, he's on here. He's creeping on us. I love him.
Hey,
we need to get back down there. Why is my thing blurry?
I don't know. You're out of focus.
Now, not only was I lagging like 5, seconds behind every move I make, but now you made me blurry.
Now I blurred it out on purpose. Yeah, I should change this just to do it because I can. Oh, yeah, you're fine. I don't know what you did. You must have been moving around or whatever. But yeah, so Tim Draper.
Just to jump on here.
Yeah, Tim.
Yeah, Tim Draper.
We do need to go see him again, but we saw some new pictures of him. I think they just got some new promo pictures for their show taken.
Did you say new or nude?
Well, I think they were partially clothed.
Nude?
But anyway,
okay.
I saw Mark was in that photograph, and I can't remember if he was in the original one or not, or if that's a new one. I don't know. I just saw it online. I'm just saying.
New one.
Okay.
There's a new one. Good stuff. Those guys are putting on a pretty good show. I mean, I think they're going to get
really good show.
Good things.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it.
Especially that one with you and I in it.
Yeah, well, of course.
Billions of viewers.
Oh, there'll be billions just because you and I were in it. They'll be tuning in and, the usual. All right, hey.
If he plays those videos we made for him.
KG, go. Go, KG, go.
Oh, man. Scott McCleary.
Scott McCleary. You are one of the finalists for the AT Max. All right. Let me write him down to make it official.
Let me explain what just happened here. Ringy and I have a thing. 2 people throughout the podcast. One of us is just randomly going to say go just at any moment, and the other person has to pick somebody that just popped up on the chat. So yeah, that's it. Scott McCleary, I just picked you, buddy.
Scott, you're in. All right,
there's lucky instant pop up.
Yeah, so there's one left for later tonight.
I forgot. I'll have to use that one wisely.
Yeah, you got to use it wisely, Make sure it's done appropriately. So in the meantime, I don't even know what we're talking about, but I'm going to talk about this instead. I got to go back to Iowa after the Illinois event and hang out with my uncle Harlan and Keith and my son Ian. And you remember Todd? He's a big deer hunter. Todd and Tim, the Bergen boys.
Yep.
And they have all that land down in southern Iowa where they have those monster bucks and stuff. And they built a new cabin and stuff. And it turns out that my uncle and my cousin, they hunt down there like almost in the same spot. And they hunt and fish the same area. So we found his cabin and showed up on his doorstep. He wasn't there, obviously, but we went up and grabbed some of his heads and stuff. And then I texted him the picture, and all I got was a text back from Todd. He just goes, "While you're there, mow the lawn."
You should have pretended like you had him in the back of your truck and said, "I'm taking these to KG in Kansas."
Exactly. Yeah. And then we hit a pond and got some huge bluegill. They were like almost 10 inches long, which is a lot bigger than the ones.
Monster bluegills.
Yeah.
When you can hold them up. Holy crap, that's like a dinner plate bluegill. They normally don't get that big. I mean, we get some big ones up here in Kansas, but that's a freaking giant. That's like how they catch them in Florida. They catch them monsters.
Yeah, I mean, they were just big and fat and awesome. I loved it.
Oh, and delicious too.
Yes.
Big, fat, and delicious.
Yep, and we'll be having those next time we go up for a fish fry. They do awesome fish fries. So, Yeah, so you're going to Montana. I have to figure out how to get myself up there because that would be a blast to get up there. You got to find out when Bones is off
real hard
work.
decision, just jump in and drive.
Yeah, but
we're flying up.
I want to time it so that I'm there. I want your brother to be off work, so we can all hang out, I don't want to just randomly show up.
Well, Bones has a spot where it's an old mining town. The entire town, is still there. All the buildings are like crumpled down and just foundations, but it's an entire mining town, and we have access to that entire town. I guess there's a lot of trash, but there's got to be some delicious nectar up there.
That just tells me I already know what I'd take with me. Just my usual setup, the little mini 5x8 and the Max, and then go crazy.
Yep. Go crazy.
Let's go crazy.
Yep. What else?
I don't know. What else?
So, how far of a drive is it? It's only a couple hour drive for you, ain't it? Like
it's like 2 days. I live in Mexico, remember?
It ain't no 2 days. You can drive it in like 14 hours.
No, it's like 20 hours.
I'm looking it up.
All right.
You're in Tucson, right?
I'm south of Tucson. I'm almost to Nogales. I'm way down there.
Yeah, you're in Mexico.
I am. I'm in Mexico. I'm telling you.
Listen, Tim and I filmed a show around Nogales, New Mexico. And we had to go into the mountains and find this place where Pancho Villa supposedly had a shootout with a bunch of people. Is that right?
It wasn't New Mexico. It was like right on the border of Mexico and Arizona.
Oh, did I say New Mexico?
Yeah.
I'm an idiot. On the border of Mexico. And we had 3 production vans. We got a white van, a red van, and a blue van, right? But anyway,
yeah, we had 3 vans.
3 vans, and we kept passing border patrol everywhere we went, and we could not find this place. So finally, we stopped a border patrol agent and we asked him where it was. And it's a good thing we did, because really right around the corner, they had a roadblock set up for us. They thought we were drug runners, and they thought we were like the load van and we had all the drugs, and the other one were just to distract them. Remember that?
I do. I remember it clear as a bell.
So the border patrol, they seen you and I, and 2 of the cops, or the border patrol agents in there, recognized us. And they were just talking about how cool it would be if you and I came up there and did the show, and there we were. And so they hung out with us. Like about every hour, like a new set of border patrol people would come to that ranch and hang out with us. So that was really cool.
They did. They thought we were drug runners.
In fact, right where we metal detected that night after we left, didn't they catch like 3 guys with 200 pounds of narcotics on their back? Right where we were.
Yep. We were right. That's why they were going to pull us over, because we're right where they have tons of trouble with it crossing. So that was really hilarious. Luckily they did recognize us and we didn't have to do any more explaining, but it was cool that they came out there and actually watched us film a few scenes and stuff, that was awesome. So weird. Yeah. The one guy totally was like, "Hey, do you know who they are?" And his buddy's like, "They look kind of familiar," but like he wasn't sure, but his friend knew. His partner knew for sure. Yeah.
So you're that far down. I didn't realize.
Yeah. Well, here's the other weird thing is when we moved here, like we were down here for birds, looking at birds and joking about moving here. And we thought, maybe we should look at houses someday here. We didn't think it would happen this quick, but the housing thing went out of control and it was a long story, but we just decided to do it now. But anyway, we're down here looking at houses, and we drove like 5 miles from where I live, and I drove by this thing, and I'm looking at it. It's like, why do I feel like I've been here? And then I realized it's where we stayed. The whole crew, camera crew from Nat Geo and everything, stayed right there, 5 miles from where I'm at right now. And it's like, no wonder I've been. I filmed a show here. It was so weird,
Yeah. And then remember, we got a flat tire on the van, and nobody from the film crew, they all stood around and like what did we do? I don't know how to change a flat tire. So you and I changed the flat tire for him, remember?
I know. They were like, they didn't even know where it was. They didn't even know what, they had no clue what to do. It was like typical city folk, you know. Hilarious.
I gotta tell you something funny that's going on in the chats. Steve Specifico, he said his fingers are getting tired because he keeps trying to be in the pop button.
I see it. My fingers are getting tired.
Yeah.
Fishing is awesome. Yes. Oh, yeah.
No, but hey, what other info do we have? Do we have what else we have to talk about that's like really important?
Actually important. I try to write stuff down. Oh, here's something that's important. Check this out. This is so cool. I went to softball practice yesterday, just a batting practice. And right when we showed up, a few guys just walked out in the field and this happened. It's a giant brown pelican. I think he's supposed to be like on the ocean. I don't know what he was doing on our softball diamond, but he would not leave. Every time we'd walk up to him, he'd just circle around and go back the other way, you know? And it was just the weirdest thing. So anyway, I just thought that was cool.
That lake's drying up above Vegas. That's why.
Probably, yeah. There's no water anywhere for him or anything. But now there's a big giant pond around the corner from us. So I'm sure he probably, just kind of flew over for whatever reason. But finally, we got him off the softball diamond into the other diamond, and he just stood there on the fence and watched us. It was weird. But yeah, that wasn't really important. What was my assignment here? I'm trying to find some important stuff. We did that.
Got any messages? You got anything that you have to like relay to people? I'm just making sure,
Yeah, no. I think everything's cool, Cage. I think we talked about a bunch of stuff.
So that's a wrap. We're done.
Yeah, we could quit if we want. Look at that. We did it in half an hour. We did it in half the time. Hey, now that we did kind of do that. Oh, here's another thing. I got to show you this, and then I promise no more bird talk. But CB and I, when we were in Iowa, we went to this bird blind where you could just you just kind of hide behind. You know what a bird blind is. KG, you know what a duck blind is. Anyway, we're hiding there and watching, taking some pictures of some cool birds and stuff. And then these guys show up and they're like, "Oh, it's time for class. Are you here for this?" And I'm like, "What?" And they put up all these nets that were almost invisible and started catching birds in them. It was so weird. They'd fly into it because they couldn't see it, and then they'd take them out of the nets and band them. And so we got to see a bunch of birds up close, and they're just tiny, like little mouse-sized birds. That's an American redstart. But anyway, since we were there, they're just like, can you help us keep an eye on the nets? And every time one got caught, we'd go help him get it, and then they'd put a little band on his leg and send him on his way. But anyway, I just thought it was kind of cool because it was accidental, but we just got to...
So did they catch any rare birds, or was it just like normal?
That one wasn't... I mean, it lives there, but it's not super common, so they were happy to catch that particular one I just showed you. But they were catching stuff like red-headed woodpeckers, and that one was, I should have showed a picture of that, but it was like, of all the other ones, they kind of get docile after you pick them up, and they just kind of lay there and you do it. But this red-headed woodpecker was kind of big, and it started screaming and making all this noise, and then it just started biting this lady's fingers. I mean, just constantly biting, just clamping down on her, and she put her finger out there, so it was like, an army guy biting on a dog tag or something. It was like to pacify him, but he was just like chewing on her fingers. It was pretty funny. He was not happy, but
that's actually pretty cool. I'd like to see that.
Yeah, it was a pretty cool thing. It just happened, But why did I even talk about that? We were going to talk about something else. Oh, I know what I was going to say. We have like a billion stories we always tell at certain events and whatever, but I mean, we got some time. So if you guys want to hear about particular stuff, whatever, just let us know. I mean, we can talk about some stuff, but as long as it's rated PG-13 13 or
one of these
whatever.
days, I'll have to tell the people my ice cream. Tim, one of these days I'll have to tell my ice cream story.
Yeah, you'll have to tell the ice cream story someday. And you were on that chain last night, but Gary Penta sent me a video. I wish I could have shown it, but it was just not quite PC enough. But he was talking. He had, I don't know, I can't even explain it. But Carlotta and I, late last night, we were sitting there looking out the window, and I got this text, and I watched this video that Gary made making fun of me, and it was so funny. We were just dying. So anybody that wants to see that is trustworthy and wouldn't share it around, let me know.
Right.
I'm never going to send it to anybody. So yeah. So anyway, let us know.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Somebody said, drink more drinks, gentlemen. And that's my cue. So you're going to have to carry this, Cage, for a minute, because I'm going to go refresh.
All I have is one brewski is all. Well, anyway, now that numbhead left, now I feel like deer in the headlight. What do I talk about here? I see we got a lot of awesome people on today. Shane, my buddy from Fort Scott's on. Chris Knight. Steve, he's getting carpal tunnel in his finger because he's just constantly typing. He wants to really win that machine. But all he'll do is put it on his podcast and probably give it away on there. Hey, my good buddy Mike Fink is on. My high school buddy from Anaconda. He's on. So, yeah. Tim can get his headphones on here. We
What's
can
up?
talk again. Hey, nothing. Yeah. What's going on?
What were you
Everything
guys
I just talked about Tim, just never mind. Yeah.
See, now you're going to make me have to go watch this show again just to figure out what that was.
No, one of my old high school buddies, Mike Fink, I went to school with him and partied a little bit with him, is on here. In fact,
cool.
When I get up to Montana, I'm going to try to hook up with him. I'm going to get him addicted to metal detecting, and then he'll be another one of the billion people around Anaconda that metal detects.
Yeah, I know. Like, there was nobody, and then you and I just like started wandering around, and the next thing you know, it's like a crazed event up there. More behind the scenes stories.
And Leon, remember my buddy? You remember my buddy Leon Smith? The guy
I remember him. Yeah.
Well, he's on. He's watching now. We're working on some stuff. He talked with me a little bit about this the other day, and we are going to try to maybe put something together and do something. You obviously too, Tim. You're involved, whether you want to or not,
okay.
With veterans and stuff like that.
Oh, heck
with
yeah!
Veterans, more veterans and stuff. You're always in on that. So if that goes over, we're going to have we'll have a lot more to do. Like we need more to do, but it'll be awesome. It's for the vets.
Yeah. No, it's fantastic. And another thing, I was actually going to show on the thing tonight. I might do a little reel about it or something. But on the way back through DFW, we were between terminals. There's this little joining area. I can't remember B and C maybe, but there's this thing for veterans on the wall where everybody can sign it. And I was going to sign it, but we were in a hurry and wandered through it. But next to it were all these, those challenge coins that like Brian Monroe gave us and stuff.
Yeah.
There were like hundreds of them, probably thousands. They were just in huge display cases and on the walls and stuff next to this. It was just like a military appreciation thing, but I filmed a little of it because it was so cool to see all those different colored weird coins and stuff. But anyway, you'll enjoy seeing it if I ever show it to you someday. Anyway, that made me think of it.
You'll forget.
Yeah, I'll forget about it. Yeah. But
you'll forget about it.
Hey, you know what I'm going to give away, Cage? In one of the packages tonight.
What?
Whoever wins something, somebody will get this. I don't know if you'll recognize it. Whoops.
Can't even see it. Oh, that's one of them old time like women's belt clips or whatever, right?
Yeah, you dug it up though.
Is that right?
You dug it up and you threw it at me one day, and I cleaned it up
Giving
for
my
you.
Stuff away.
And I'm going to give away KG's belt buckle. So that's going out.
everybody, all 5 people that get picked, whatever, but they all are going to get something, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, they'll all get something, maybe a book or,
Okay.
the
Only one
usual
will get the
stuff.
metal detector. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. Good. We just have to clear that up.
Heck yeah.
I'm just waiting for Steve's fingers to bleed.
Yeah. He's trying to be currently on the screen at all times. Yeah. AT Max is a great machine. Yeah. You guys know we're from Garrett. We're sponsored by Garrett. We're always talking about Garrett, but that's like a super true statement, because if you watch KG and I, our behavior, it's like when we're out and we're not on a public hunt or whatever, we're out doing stuff and you can see what we're using all the time. It's almost always a Max. That's just what we're comfortable with. And man, we know they are awesome. So, here's the thing, Cage. You and I, neither one of us have one of those camo versions of the AT Max. Why is that? Can you tell me?
I don't know. Maybe I'll win one tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, you should start writing in. Maybe I should start writing in.
I don't know. See, now they make a camo signature series as a Jace.
It's Jace
from Duck Dynasty.
Duck Dynasty signature thing, and I mean it comes with the
camouflage. But they make a camouflage Apex.
Yes.
And a camouflage AT Max.
Yeah.
Blurry again, but
it's like you just faded into the background.
Anybody sitting at home drinking beer are going to think that they really have had too much to drink.
Yeah, but they're only going to think that their left eye, there's something wrong with their left eye only.
Their left eye or right eye dominant or whatever.
Yeah, I don't
know why this won't clear up. Stupid.
Try moving around. Try like jumping up and down or something. Try like dancing. Try dancing. See if the camera will pick up on you and focus.
No. It's got that delay. It'll get whatever. Just go with it.
Well, you're so choppy anyway. It doesn't really matter. It might as well be a call-in show.
It's a really one-sided podcast.
Yeah.
We're going to get this crap figured out one of these days.
We are. And we're going to have an awesome podcast one of these days. Really. We promise. I mean, and really, I'm going to get some lighting in here. I'm going to do something. Who's out there that usually is talking about my lights? I actually got my lights set up. They're red because I accidentally hit the button one too many times, but I'll get the green ones up next time.
I'm back.
Somebody's always in there. Why can't I remember? I'm waiting. What did Steve say? I'm a bird watcher too. Not.
I know. I just read these comments are just hilarious. Some of them.
Oh, I know, and that's just it. I wish there was an easy way to go through them after you're done, because they have to load in, and there's like thousands of them, and then like if you touch something wrong, like you click on somebody's name or whatever by accident, then it fires you off to their page or somewhere else, and then you have to come back and try to load thousands of comments back in. I wish you could just like somehow download all of them at once or something, so you could just search them or whatever. But yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, how'd you get back in focus? What'd you do?
I put my thumb over the camera and I moved it and it like refocused me.
Oh, weird. Yeah, it's probably because it's so dark in there or something. Yeah, we'll have to work on that.
So what did you think about Frank being at the event but not Steve?
I was kind of happy about that. Frank and Ronnie, we had the best time with them. And then, we were thinking, I was talking to Frank and he's like, if Steve was here, it would just be like, a third wheel and probably not as much fun. But yeah, we had a really good time.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. And that dinner was pretty awesome too there at the end. Oh, we got to thank Ronnie. I think he picked up the tab on that
Ronnie
giant dinner.
Ghetto.
He's the man.
Yep.
Yeah. And
He is the man.
that was pretty awesome.
Because I was reaching for my wallet when he grabbed his. So,
I had like a fistful of hundreds ready to pay.
Yeah,
and
I didn't want to mess with him.
Yeah, he flexed his giant bicep at me, and I was just like, hey, I'll back down. No problem. Yeah.
Yep. I think he paid with that movie money, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Remember that fake movie money? Yeah, probably. But
Hey, Cage.
no.
Somebody wants to hear more behind the scenes. Where's the cherry bomb art at? It's behind me, John. It's right behind me. Look over my head. It's right there. I don't know. Don't spiders have like 100 eyes or something? You should be able to see that. So anyway, people want to hear like behind the scenes stories. Can you think of one that we haven't told in a while or anything?
Why don't you tell the one about when we were in? Might make some people mad, but that one from West Virginia where we're in literally the middle of nowhere and those two wheelers pulled up with all them drunk West Virginia guys in there.
No, there's no way. I can't tell that one. Yeah, that was pretty funny. They were super nice and awesome, but yeah, we were filming a show, and I can't remember how many people were on that four-wheeler, like 4 or 5 packed onto it.
Like 6, and it was built for 2.
Yeah, they came out of nowhere, just came out of the woods and pulled up and had like a bunch of warm beers on their thing there, and yeah, I can't tell the whole story, but they were super nice and offered us a beer, didn't they?
Hey, we'll give you a break. What was your favorite episode? Not nor necessary favorite episode to film, but how it turned out.
Oh, how it turned out. You know, that's an awesome question, man. Cage, that was really good because there's pretty good. What people probably never thought of before, I never would have thought of this, is like there's a lot of times when we were absolutely miserable filming Diggers, just because of the heat or whatever the situation. Maybe we weren't finding anything. I don't know what it was, but we were thinking, this is horrible, I hate it, or whatever. And then for whatever reason, the show turned out to be one of the best shows that we had done. It was like, it's just amazing what the production crew can do with stuff, you know what I mean? But I know one of them that I was like insanely miserable at, because we were only finding Mountain. Yes, Blair that's Mountain. It. I was so miserable filming that because of the absolute heat, humidity, brutality of that. We're in the woods, and I'm allergic to poison ivy. We're out there, basically just collecting ticks and poison ivy sores, and all we're doing is digging up 30-06 casings for a week. And it was a miserable shoot, but that show turned out to be so interesting because I didn't know anything about the history of how the miners were fighting the people that were sent in to fight, to shoot at them and stuff. It was just insane that we had a war there.
The mine wars was the episode.
Yeah. I mean, I know there were several different shows we did about mines and mining, and struggles with the miners and strikes and stuff. We did one, whatever that massacre was out west, but this one was out east.
Ludlow massacre.
Yeah, that was a really interesting show too, but I enjoyed that shoot because we found some awesome stuff. I mean, not that we didn't find anything cool out in Virginia, but it was just I guess the heat and humidity and whatever. But we ended up finding that machine gun nest, which was really cool,
Hey, okay, I got another one. Lance LaFan has a question for you, Ringy.
Did he write it in?
Tell us the story about when you were in England. Tell the story about when you were in England and knocked over the cereal when you came in drunk from the pub. There you got him, Lance. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh, that almost came out my nose.
When we would go to metal detecting holidays, And, me and Lance and Richie, we'd have a few beers, and then we would go back. But my brother Rick, my brother Raj, and the ringmaster here, they just seemed like they wanted to stay at least 2 hours longer than us every night.
It was just, I don't know what it was, but we hardly ever get to see each other anymore. And we were just like, all right, we'll have one more. And we ended up staying and closing the place down. And then I came home. And of course, I'm always hungry. Doesn't matter what I'm doing. I'm always starving. So I came home to our place, and it's like, obviously I didn't really know what we had there or anything. So I started rooting through the cupboards, and there was a box of like Cocoa Pebbles or something similar, an English version of that cereal. And so I didn't get a bowl or anything. I just stuffed my hand in there. I just started eating them and stuff. And then something, I don't know. After that, I don't remember. It was a blur, but apparently there were a lot of them on the floor the next morning when Alex got up to cook, right? Is that the story? Thanks, Lance. Thanks for bringing that up.
When we're in England at this place, there's basically two houses. And like I stayed upstairs in this little itty bitty room, and Tim normally stayed downstairs in a pretty small room. Well, my brother Raj and Rick stayed in that room. And so you got another house next door, and basically got 5 itty bitty teeny tiny rooms, 4 itty bitty rooms on top of each other, and then a front room. Well, Lance the fan, he's got a bad back anyway. He's sleeping on a blow up mattress on the floor of the front room, and he was miserable. I never thought Lance would ever even want to go back, but he's the first one in to go back.
And then the next day I had the audacity to ask him. I was like, "Did you hear us come in last night?" And he's like right next to the kitchen with like just a double folding door, and he's laying on this blow up mattress. I feel so bad for him. Next time, Lance, I'll take the blow up mattress. Okay.
I don't know. He had it pretty good compared to how I had it up there in that room.
Oh yeah. You had it. You had that big giant master suite up there all to yourself. I don't know how you did that, but
KG.
Yeah, I guess the king.
Hey, Ringy, go.
Who would like to have that? Let's see. How about the first name I saw was Marla Lee Riggins. Did you see that go by? I'm pretty sure that's what it said.
Marla Lee Riggins.
Marla, confirm.
Marla Lee Riggins. Steve
I'm writing it down.
Finger must have gave out on him.
Yeah, Pacifico wasn't even in the running.
Well, his finger's probably bloody.
He's probably not even tuned in. He's probably in the bathroom bandaging his fingers. Or in the back of an ambulance.
Was that her name then?
Marla Lee? I'm sure it was. I'll see it again. But Marla, if you're on here, just type something else and say, yes, it was me or something. There's Steve.
He's back. I'm trying to see
I forgot that this is kind of delayed, so maybe Marla. I know I saw it. I know what I saw.
All right. You know what you saw.
All right. So we got those 5. It's 6:24. This show is almost over anyway. I think let's get CB in here to be an impartial picker. And we're going to go. We got the 5 names numbered 1 to 5. And I got 5 pennies here. And they're all numbered. And one of these numbers is going to be drawn, and then we're going to know who won the AT Max, and then we'll send the rest of you guys some goofy stuff, some cool stuff that all these people have donated. Hey, Cage, another thing. Bam.
Oh, is that them?
You've been begging me for them. I got the smallest ones I could.
Yeah.
So all these people will be getting brand new Digging TV stickers too that just came in the mail. Kind of awesome. All right, let me go see if I can find CB and we'll get this done.
Get the party going. Come on, let's go.
Hey CB, you want to come draw this?
Yep. What an idiot. Look at him. Look at him. Hey, I got some lotion. I'm going to shake these pennies up. I'm going to drop them on the... Oh, hey, how's it going, Ringy? Back?
Okay. All right. Shaking up these. I need you to draw one coin. There's 5 pennies in my hand. I need you to just draw one of them.
Just one. All right.
Yep.
Where am I going?
Here.
Oh, wait. Here, just drop them all in my hand.
I'll drop in your hand, and then you just hand me one.
All right. Am I even in the right spot?
No, you're fine. Is this it?
There's a penny right
All
there.
right, I got the winner in my hand.
Who is it? All right.
Let's see. Just throw them anywhere. Let me look at my cheat sheet here. Oh, yeah. We'll pause for a couple of minutes, and we'll be right back.
More like 1 minute.
We'll be back after a 30-second commercial. All right. And it's number 5. So Marla Lee Riggins is the new owner of a camo Jace Duck Dynasty AT Max. Marla Lee, that last second type in whatever, won her the AT Max. How cool is that? Unreal.
See if she chimes in because I don't remember seeing the name, but you obviously.
Yeah, I saw it. Marla Riggins Lee.
Anybody know Marla
maybe it was backwards. I might have said it backwards, but I got her. She'll type in. Hey, write us a note, Marla, with your your shipping info, not publicly, but just PM it to us. And everybody else, too, on the list. Hey, let me read the list of winners. Everybody didn't even know who was in it. Here are the people that were in the running tonight, and they've all won something. So you got to PM us your shipping address. Scott McClory and Norma Rose, Robert Dix, and Raymond Coriz, C-O-R-I-Z, Raymond. If you guys are watching, I'll post it later tomorrow or whatever. I'll get everybody's names and type out the winner list like I always do and post it so you'll know. But all of you guys, Raymond, Robert, Norma, Scott, and Marla, you're all winners. Send us your info. And congratulations, Marla, on the AT Max. You're going to love it.
Yep. How come it seems like the women are just kicking all the men's butt?
I don't know. There's been a lot of women winners lately, so I don't know how to explain it, Cage. I'm not a statistician. Yeah. So anyway,
I'm not that guy.
I'm not that guy. Hey, it's about time to say goodbye here. So is there anything else you want to add? Is there anything coming up? Now, again, next month, we're going to give away another detector. I think we're giving away a Z-Link Pro Pointer AT. I believe that's next month's detector, but we'll see. Anyway, so
we'll bug Garrett. Maybe they can kick in like an AT Max or a something like that, Apex or something.
Yeah, they're definitely going to do that. Over the holidays, they're going to have another big detector, and we got some other interesting news coming up. Not just Gary's surprise news, but we got some other interesting news coming up from Garrett, too. So stay tuned for all that.
Big news from Garrett.
Yeah, there'll be some big news coming from Garrett, too. So hold on to your horses and all that.
They're letting Ringy go finally.
Yeah, they're finally going to dump me. Yeah. All right. Prestige Worldwide, everybody. Prestige Worldwide.
Yeah. Thanks, everybody, for watching. I mean, we got some great followers. You know that?
We do.
Great followers. I wish I could give them all a metal detector.
I do too. And you know what? When we go to these events, we have so much fun. There's always people there. I mean, they're gracious. I mean, the whole crew of metal detecting people is generally a nice group of folks anyway. But man, when we show up at these places, we have so much fun with these guys. Yeah, looking forward to Alaska already. It's going to be phenomenal. And Can't wait.
Alaska, then England, and then Florida, and then maybe back to Arkansas.
Maybe. Yeah. And I think,
We're out.
yeah. Well, hey, you got to catch a plane in the morning, so let's get out of here, Cage. All right? More updates to come.
All right,
Just
buddy.
tune in. Stay tuned. We'll get some more stuff going. Also, don't forget, we've got little short reels and stuff coming out like on TikTok now. So you can find those with KG and me if you go
Hey, what's your
look for
TikTok
us.
handle, real quick, Ringy?
Ringmaster Tim.
TikTok handle.
Yeah.
Ringmaster.
Ringmaster Tim. So if you're on
Good work.
TikTok, go watch those little 30-second reels. They're kind of funny. Little weird little finds I've done, and KG's out there with a bunch of weirdness as usual. All right, Cage, should we send it out? All right?
Yes, sir. Good
Okay.
work today.
Yeah, good work,
Ringy.
Cage. I'm proud of you. You did real good, even being out of focus.
Yep.
Here we go.
Maybe I'll see you in Montana. If you go to, I'll bring you them things. Cards.
That's
Yeah,
it for this
yeah,
week.
do that.
Thanks for
That'd
watching
be
the
awesome.
Runnin' and Gunnin' podcast show, brought to you by Garrett Metal Detectors and ATC's NX5 digging tools. Check the ATC event calendar at anacondatreasure.com for showtimes, and tune in again for another
Mindy.
extraordinary program
Mindy's on
packed
there.
with brilliance, insight, and fascinating guests. Wait a minute, am I still talking about this show? Anyway, may silver and gold find its way into your pans and under your coils this week.
Bobby.
Nectar in the pot for everybody.
Georgia.
KG and Ringy out.
Janet. Swags. The swagster.
Swags. Sheldon.
Todd.
Georgia. Reed. I see you.
Philip. Victoria. Steve Specifico. Yeah, I love that man.